You can see me clearly? Alright. What's up, YouTube? This is another video bringing you another one. We just ended November, and November was very weird. I won't lie. November was very weird. Why? Because I told you everything would start to reveal itself. I told you that, right? So in December is basically wrapping up a lot of manifestations. So in December, you'll see a lot of manifestations starting to come into reality. Why are we starting to see a lot of manifestations come into reality? Because we're coming towards the end of a year. And whenever you come at the end of anything, that's when you start to actually see the fruits of your labor, the end of the plant, the end of the roots, the end of the, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like at the end of a full moon. The full moon is a ending cycle. That's when you start to see your manifestations, because it's the end, right? You don't get your gifts, you don't get your presents, you don't get nothing that you asked for in the beginning of the job. You get it at the end of the job. Now, you know, I'm starting to really learn that the key to everything about this whole life is your mind. Your mind is the key, and I don't know how many times I can sit here and tell you about that. Watch The Matrix, watch Lovecraft Country, read Master Key System, and understand what the mind has to do when it comes to life, because that's how you create your reality. That's how you create what you want to create. You ask yourself things like the iPhone that have been created. Why? How did the iPhone get created? Somebody had to imagine this. Somebody had to think about this in the mind first before it came into reality. So it's the same thing here. In order for any concept of yourself, of any type of goal that you have to come into reality, you have to think about it first. You have to see it first, because seeing is believing. So you have to see it in your mind first. So this is why I tell people, you know, I'm going to create a manifestation course, like a breakdown course of all the information, because I know some people probably wouldn't want to go through all my YouTube videos. So I'm going to create a course so you're able to see everything. But basically what I'm saying is that everything starts with the mind, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you view things, your perception. If you can consistently view yourself as what you want to become and view yourself as if you are it now, you will manifest that into reality. One thing that I want to try and teach y'all is, you know, using your imagination, getting back to your kid-like self, because a lot of y'all are fed with so many different ways of thinking that y'all don't even realize which one is really you. And as a kid, you knew who you were. You knew what you liked to do. But as you grew up, everybody kept telling you, no, do this, be like this, do like this, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is about remembering who you are, remembering where you come from, remembering that at any time to always face the light, because the light is the answer. Going into the darkness to illuminate it is also another answer, but never go towards the darkness to be the darkness. If you're going to go towards the darkness, you need to go towards the darkness because you want to illuminate it with your light. You want to shed the light on the shadows that you've been hiding. Some of y'all have to, you know, face yourselves and ask yourselves, why am I holding myself back? How am I holding myself back? How am I holding myself back? With my thoughts. Your thoughts are holding you back. Why are your thoughts holding you back? Your thoughts are holding you back because your thoughts are negative. You think negative about yourself. So when you think negative about yourself, that's what comes into reality. Some of you guys are looking for something outside of yourself. When will you realize that everything you've ever asked for is already within you? You want to become more attractive. Well, it's already within you. Because honestly, you say you want to become more attractive. Becoming more attractive is simply what? Toning the body, if you want to go physical, or simply attracting that confidence or assuming that confidence. Everything that you want is already within inside of you. You keep looking outside of yourself for validation. You keep looking outside of yourself for the answers. You want people to tell you what you already are when you know who you already are. You know, there's a quote from The Matrix where she says, the Oracle, she says, they know who you are, but do you? They know who you are, but do you? If you watch The Truman Show, do you know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all are the star. Some of y'all are the main character, but y'all don't even want to accept that about yourself until somebody outside of yourself tells you that. And that's a problem. You need to know who you are before you walk into that room. You need to know who you are before you talk to people. Why? Because you're going to consistently be waiting for other people to tell you that you're the star, that you're this, that you're that. When will you finally tell yourself that? Because here's the thing, people treat you the way that you treat yourself. So if you treat yourself that you are the star, then people are going to look at you like, oh my God, maybe they are the star. Maybe I don't know something. Carry yourself as who you want to be now. Look at yourself as who you want to become now, and then carry yourself as that. We have to start constructing our mind to work for us so we can create a change in this life. And my first change when it comes to life is teaching people about their mind, teaching people about their spiritual abilities. We have abilities outside of this world that people don't know about. Why? Because this whole society has taught you to not think bigger, or to not think further, or not think deeper than what's really going on. If you have the ability to think about something and make it come to reality, what other abilities do you have that we may not know about? This is why I talk about studying ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt has so many practices, so many things that they teach you about that we don't teach nowadays. We look at the people like Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci. All these people went to mystery schools, and in mystery schools they were able to learn things like cosmology, which is the study of the stars, which is the study of astrology. They was able to learn sacred geometry, mathematics, which was able to allow them to understand things like Fibonacci, able to understand things like the human body, the golden ratio, understanding how our world is made up of all figures. Our atoms, our molecules are all made of tetrahedrons and octahedrons and other sacred geometry symbols. And when you start to understand that everything is all composed of the same elements, you start to understand that we are nothing but the same as the element that created us. So if you are the same thing that created you, if you are the same thing that created this universe, why would you put a limit on yourself on what you can create? Some of y'all want to be millionaires. Wealth is a very small thing to create. But you, in your mind, keep thinking that is something impossible. No, because guess what? The source that created us created this universe. So if that source is a reflection of us and we are a reflection of it, that means that we can create the same. The source created humans. Well, guess what? We can create humans too. We can create humans too. The source created, plants and created, and what can we do from plants? Use alchemy. We can use plants to create medicine. We can use plants to create food. We can use plants to create items. We've used herbs and, things like hemp to create things that we can smoke. We've created hemp, and we've used the hemp to create things that we can drink from, like straws or like cups or like decomposable things. So my thing is that why do you keep putting such a limit on yourself when you know you are limitless? You are limitless. You are able to change the world. You are able to move mountains. You are able to do everything that you ask for if you simply believe, because belief is what is needed. This whole mind, this whole world is created by thought. Every single thing has been created by thought. That is the rule. All is mind. Everything is mental. Everything is mental. Why do you think they say, basketball, chess, it's 90% mental, 10% physical? Because everything is 90% mental. Some of y'all keep putting so much hard work and not realizing that you need to work smart. Be effortless. Be effortless in what you do. Be effortless in how you move. Be effortless, because when you realize that being graceful is really the way, when you meditate your meditations and you get there and you sit there in a moment of peace and gracefulness, you're there being calm and peace and serenity. Stop working so hard. Work smart and be at ease with the universe. Go with the flow and watch everything move with you. Stop fighting against the flow. All right, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and check out the Crystal Shop.